Give him the forecast.
Omega level threat detected.
Ancient sands, heed my command and reclaim these relics of hatred.
Girl. 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 Tina Snow going hard on these hoes, girl. Megan! Megan! Tina Snow, girl. Knock, knock. Who's there? Tina Snow, bitch. Tina, let me tell y'all something. She answered the door. Hello, God. She invited you in. And you had no choice but to bow, bitch, to her grace and her mercy because it saw you through. Hello, God. Megan Act 2, girl. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I said, you know what? Act 2 is probably going to be her alter ego, Tina motherfucking Snow, going hard on these hoes. Bitch. 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 Girl. If y'all have not gotten into Act 2, I suggest you do it. Okay? Girl, she said, I felt like I left out my fellow hood hoes, my pimpstresses, girl, my gangstresses, girl. I feel as if I owe it to the girls. Okay? And let me remind you whores that my pen game, hello God, is always on time. Gave you my all. Baby, now be mine, honey. Okay? See, a lot of you cunts out there, because you're not cultured, you never really got into Megan, the first act, the first part of the album. A lot of y'all had a lot to say because you are not cultured and you don't understand the way business works. You see the type of girl Megan is, and the woman that she's trying to be, the type of artist. She's trying to be palatable for everyone. She wants to be all consuming, bitch. You want to be marketable. You want to be relatable and palatable to every person. Rich, poor, black, white, purple, gothic, emo, intellectual, anime. But Act 2 was solely to remind you girls, hello God, that Tina Snow is gonna go hard on these hoes. Heel pressed upon thy neck, bitch, as the true queen steps in to serve truth and justice, bitch. Period. Now, I will say this. There is like, I don't know why she felt the need to do a remix to that. You could have left that, girl. I'm just going to tell the truth. We heard enough of that. Hello, God, at this point in life, like, I love you, girl, but like, you gave us what we needed, required, and desired with cultural cunt tease, girl, in the first act of Megan. You could have left that remix out, and you also could have left that little gothic emo song out of here. I know that you're Megan Thee Stallion, honey, and you can do whatever the hell you want to do, and it's gonna flow perfectly. But girl, I'm just, when we talk about Tina Snow, I don't think of what is that rock and roll shit where they be yelling and screaming, and no one has time for that, girl. That kind of knocked me off my pivot, because other than the Mamushi, whatever it's called, girl, the remix shit, and this roaring, rock and roll vibe that you were serving, like the rest of the entire album was cohesive. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed when you threw the Megan Mondays freestyles on there. They're at the end. Those are old, girl, and you haven't done a Megan Monday since the start of the tour. You know, so I just felt like we could have used some new joints on there. The way your pen game works, I really felt like you could have cooked up 2 additional badass songs. But I'm not mad at it because the beats on those freestyles coincided with the vibe and the ebb and flow of the album. Again, minus the gothic track and the Japanese stuff. But girl, let me tell you something. That Bourbon freestyle, I'm gonna play a cute little snippet real quick of this. I don't know why this interlude just sends me through the roof, but it's classic Megan, Tina Snow talking her shit, girl. Let her cook, bitch.
You know, I'm sick of you motherfuckers acting like I don't be rapping my ass off. I know a proof hate to see one of you non-rapping ass bitches coming. I sing more chicken heads than Roscoe. More blue in my thread than an iPhone. These hoes fake hard like a strap on. Hermes, air color in a Pantone. Hot broke on that dick like I'm half horse. Ass sitting up high like a minotaur. Bitch need a pen pal, pants to the bar. Put your best when you tryna get a nigga that JB. Clapping for bitches that do the bare minimum. Couldn't be everybody get critical. They be forcing that hating is pitiful.
Ow!
I wanna sit with them. Bitches bouncing, I don't wanna click with them. Coming for me like I'm putting dick in them. They compare you to me, you a synonym. I'm producing these bitches like Timberland. Pop it back.
Let me tell you something, girl. Like, oh, I love Megan, girl. I love. That was from Bourbon, girl. Obviously, Bigger in Texas is that bitch. Hello, God. But let me tell you something. That right now, girl, there's a verse on here. Let me find it.
At your original used car super center, we got a free
I don't want that. Delete you, hoe. Come on, where you at, girl? We got to get into the things. Let's get into the things. Of the things of those things, okay? Come on now. Where you at? Girl, this verse coming up, she fucking ate.
Me up. When we met, I was already bossy. He can take back whatever he bought me. None of that shit put a gun in my closet. So see, I'm a walking exclusive. Bitches only get mad when the shoe fit. I'm the model you bitches is built like. How the fuck you want beef with the blueprint? Man, I don't know what it is, but I really be on the whole skin. Make 'em mad, I'ma do it again. Again and again and again and again. This nigga so mad I ain't his. I ain't pushing out none of your kids. Switch a nigga, I do it again. Again and again and again and again. Bitch so bad, he know I'm trouble.
Girl, let me tell you something. Get into the things of these things. Hello, God. Megan. Oh, please, y'all, stop doubting this woman. And you know what's crazy is that y'all love to hate her. The foolishness, the trash that I see on these here good old, Beyonce's internet platforms, bitch. It is so disappointing. And another thing that I don't like is that a lot of people were talking about, well, Glorilla just dropped her project. It's not fair for Megan to come in right after her. Girl, I'm quite sure there was a conversation prior. Don't we want that? 2024 has been the year of the bitches. Hello, God. And I mean that with a lot of love, bitch. Okay? Girl, the year of the bitches, girl. Like, the only other nigga who has been really, like, dominating like that is Kendrick Lamar, which, again, it's Kendrick Lamar. Girl, and these other fools out here. Who else? I can't even think of a dude who's just cleaning up like that. It's Megan, Glorilla, Nicki. Even Cardi had a few little, ones and twos here and there, girl. Cardi, you better hurry up, girl, because you getting left out of the conversation, girl, and I hate that for you, mama. But girl, this ain't about you, ho. This is about Tina Snow going hard on these hoes. And you know what's crazy is when I saw the cover art for Act 2, I was like, this is very reminiscent of something. It's giving back in the day. It gives, what was that group? Was that the group that Juicy J was in? It's like a Cash Money Millionaires had that on their album cover at one point. I think Master P and them had. So I think this was a nod to the South. Hello God. And the beats were giving very much Texas, bitch. It was giving that old school 90s, early 2000s, you know, Southern rap feel. Very vibey ass type of beats, girl. Oh my God. 8. No crumbs left. There wasn't any real features like that, in which I was cool with. I was actually cool with. I'm not gonna lie, it would have been nice to hear some familiar voices. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? I'm not mad at it. This was really well put together, well thought out. And again, it's just a humble reminder that, bitch, Megan is that girl. And I also have something else to say. The baby recently was doing some type of podcast interview, whatever, girl, and they were asking him about, you know, his tea with Megan Thee Stallion, and you could just tell by the way that he was talking, he really wasn't trying to go there. But at the same time, his bitch ass decided that he wanted to send a message to Megan and basically say that, girl, we made some beautiful music together, you should come back home. Bitch, first of all, we kind of forgot about you, Mr. Baby, Mr. Da Baby. Hello God. You still have not humbled thine self. You have still not went out to go touch some grass. You still have, you know, continued to reign supreme over the level of buffoonery, toxicity, homophobia. And have we forgotten that you tried to air her out? Well, you did, in a way. You tried to speak on her name. You was telling the tea. You was pillow talking, bitch. And publicly, you know, trying to slut shame this girl. And then you had the nerve to also, while y'all were in your successful collaborative moments, you picked a side, bitch. You picked the side of the unlucky leprechaun, bitch. The hairless leprechaun, the chia pet looking ass nigga Tory Lanez. Why in hell would Beyonce ever associate herself with the kind of foolishness that you represent? She would, let me tell you something, if she did do that, she would lose a lot of love and respect. Especially since she's out on here on her fuck these niggas shit. She read you for filth in a couple of songs that she done did. She's over you. She's done with you. Talking about come on home. Where's your home? Because last time I checked, didn't your record label go bankrupt because you also lost a lot of money because you was around here with your foolishness, being canceled because of that filthy, vile tongue of yours has no control button? But here, you bitch ass niggas go, trying to make it seem like you're the blessing. You're the prize. Come on home, baby. You don't even have a home. How you paying your mortgage, bitch? How you paying your motherfucking bills, bitch? Last time I checked, you ain't selling not a goddamn thing. In fact, on the heels of your cancellation, when you thought that you was still Mighty Joe Young, bitch, you was out here giving away, forcing people to take concert tickets for free just to create the illusion of a sold out show. Bitch, you couldn't even get Pete the homeless, bitch, to take a free ticket from you. Girl, please. You talking about come on back home. Nigga, please. That ship has been sailed, girl. You have been a complete, not even an afterthought. Megan's career has done multiples, bitch, since y'all collaborated. Girl, please. And one dumb bitch on TikTok, because you know these girls love to eat Nicki's pussy, girl, and that just really kills me. Y'all will eat her pussy and try to throw another bitch under the bus. If you don't like Megan, then that means you're not a fan of music. You're not a fan of art. You're not a fan of lyricism, bitch. Period. Y'all be doing all of this picking sides just because you want to eat that girl's coke-infested coochie. And that bitch don't know y'all from nothing, girl. Don't give a fuck about none of y'all hoes. Girl, this dumb bitch said, we think that Megan is oversaturated. She had her album. She did her little freestyles. She had her tour. Now she got second act. She's oversaturated. Y'all don't say that when motherfucking Future's out here, bitch. Y'all don't say that when NBA Youngboy, well, before he got locked up, girl. Y'all wasn't saying about that about it with them. At least when Megan comes, she's coming with quality. She's coming with substance, and like she said in one of her songs, bitch, y'all worried about numbers, but y'all hoes ain't got no motherfucking talent, bitch. Period. That strikes a nerve with me. You know, and I love me some Nicki, and I celebrate Nicki when she brings out good projects, when she's doing well. Right? Why can't y'all do the same thing? Y'all so far up this girl's cooch, you will literally sit here and throw a whole other woman under the bus, knowing that her talent is undeniable, bitch. And shout out to Glorilla too, because I really do feel like having multiple rap girls with a really good pen that are saturating the market, do that shit. Y'all hoes got some Grammys coming up, I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken. Saturate that market. Y'all don't say that about Taylor Swift. Y'all didn't say that about Drake when we saw him every fucking where and we was getting tired of his light skin shit. Y'all wasn't saying that about everybody else who was just popping up every other day. Overly saturating the market with their foolishness. But Megan can't do that? Girl, please, y'all just some hating ass whores. And you can't take that Megan has came to slay all of you cunts and prove all of you girls wrong. And when I mean girls, I'm including niggas in there because y'all be acting like girls. And here y'all go with y'all bullshit, pinning the girls against each other. Well, I don't think that Megan, if Act 1 didn't outsell Glorilla, then Act 2 definitely ain't finna outsell Glorilla. Girl, just like, again, what Megan said, girl, y'all be worried about numbers, but some of these hoes don't have no talent, girl. And not to say that Glorilla ain't got no talent, because obviously the bitch is talented. She's doing her thug thizzle. But stop trying to do that. Stop trying to pin these women against each other. They look like they genuinely do care for each other. Let these women win. Why can't they be the conversation together? Because let's tell the truth, they have been. And let me tell you this, and I'm not trying to say this because I feel like Glorilla would have did her thing with or without Megan. I'm just going to tell the truth on that. But we cannot act as if Glorilla's look and maybe her motivation wasn't ignited, wasn't finally realized until she hooked up with Megan. Let's tell the truth. And again, I think they both learned from each other. Because I like Glorilla's flow. I like her lyricism. That Gloria album I'm still listening to. And it's just really opening me up to like her storytelling, girl. And her pen, her lyrical prowess is amazing. And you can tell that both of these women, they need each other because that's what's going to keep the good competitors. Oftentimes are best of friends. They're going to keep each other on their fucking toes, bitch. And I love that for them. It's all in good fun. It's all in good competitive nature to help each other get to the highest level possible, to realize their potential fully. See, Nicki's too busy. Again, I'm not doing this to throw Nicki under the bus, but I'm saying that when we talk about Nicki Minaj in the conversation, she's too busy thinking about self. She's too busy worried about being that queen bitch over all these other peasant ass bitches. That's not the way to do it. That's why the girls don't fuck with her like that. Yeah, girl, you got a strong pen. Yeah, girl, you make good, everlasting, historical type of legendary music. Yes, girl, your influence is influencing, but you are a cunt. And no one really genuinely fucking likes you. Instead of thinking that, you know what, let me kind of move the way a lot of these other girls have been trying to move, then maybe you would be even more grander and further in your career than you have been. Maybe you wouldn't be making dumbass decisions by picking sorry ass niggas to lay up with and have children with that ultimately have defined who you are as a woman and as an artist, to tell the truth. It's unfortunate, but it's actually the real fucking truth. A lot of y'all don't like to see it that way, because you're too busy with your face and your mouth all up into her cooch. I think if Nicki would have been genuine from the get-go, they still would have been fucking with each other. I think a lot of these girls hate the fact that Nicki tweaked out the way that she did, and they probably really wanted an actual friendship with her, as well as collaborative, business opportunities with her as well. Because again, Nicki is undeniable in her lane. By far one of the greatest female rappers to ever fucking do it. But if no one fucking likes you, how successful are you really? Let's tell the truth. Just like a conversation that I had with a client last night, right? Ugh, that fucking bitch ass nigga. Oh my God. Excuse me, I hate to go there, but some of these kids, bitch, I don't know what be running. Girl, I guess that's why they in the facilities that they in, because, girl, they just need some help. And I understand they're young people and they got a lot of learning and growing to do. But this young man really pissed me off. Like, I was trying to, assist him. I was trying to have a conversation with him and assess, while you're here, get your shit together. Stop the fucking bullshit. Life happens fast. You're 17. You about to be grown soon. The shit you yelling about right now isn't consequential, especially compared to the bigger picture, bitch. So get it together now. That way you ain't living in a world of regret later. And I was just trying to talk to him on some real shit, because I'm not gonna lie, some of these facilities, bro, like these treatment centers and these it's a fantasy. They're not gonna tell you what you need to hear. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear. That's enabling. That's not helpful. So I'm finna speak some real nigga shit, some real world shit, so you can understand the reality in which you truly live in. Okay, so when you step forth into this good old thing called life, you're not gonna miss a beat. But unfortunately, the conversation didn't go as I wanted it to go, and all that this young man said is, because I pressed the button, because he was trying to glorify being a drug addict, and I explained to him, I said, what's there to be happy about? I said, real deep down inside, that's just a cover-up, because you're really ashamed of being a drug addict. And then one of the other boys chimed in and said, I wonder if your parents were stricter with you, would you have still done drugs? And I interrupted the conversation. I said, let me tell you something. I know a lot of kids that I've worked with who had parents who were not strict at all and let them get away with murder. Them kids didn't turn to drugs. You turned to drugs because you had a propensity for drugs. That was a choice. You decided to utilize drugs as an escape from the foolishness that you were feeling. Hello, God. And you were trying to also be an attention seeker, because with these rich people, girl, they don't pay attention to their fucking kids. They don't. Let's just tell the truth. They don't. So what ends up happening is these kids do things whether they want to realize it or not, because again, you have to walk in your own awareness to realize why you do what you do. And again, these are kids. So I don't expect them to have that kind of awareness about themselves as of yet. You got to go through to get through to realize why you was doing what you was doing. They're at the stage where they're going through, They're not at the awareness level yet. And I was just trying to let him know. I was like, you know, you did that as probably as an, I said, as my experience shows me, I have over 10 years experience in this field. I've worked with adults. Now I work with adolescents, and I've been working with adolescents for over 7 years now. So I may not be a licensed clinical therapist, psychologist, or whatever, but my experience in studying patterns of behavior and all the different clients that we've had, my experience leads me down that path of conversation. Honey, when I told this boy, when I was reading him a little bit for that touched a nerve with him, and he started getting real mad and trying to read me. Oh, I get bitches. My closet is more than your net worth and all this kind of shit. And you look at where you work at, and you know I got cars and I got money, and I was like, but yet you're still here like everybody else. Obviously your cars and your money and fucking all these bitches and your clothes that are, you know, worth more than me and all this kind of stuff, it didn't help you in the end, did it? Because it landed you here, right? Your things matter not. And I said, you let me know exactly what you really feel in this moment. You're mad. I pressed the button because if I didn't speak any type of truth, there would be no reaction from you. But you reacted so fucking quick to me digging in your motherfucking ass and telling you some very real truths. All these people around here, including your sorry ass parents, don't keep it real with you. I'm tired of this sensitive world we live in, girl. Y'all are way too sensitive, and y'all want to know why y'all kids be whooping y'all ass and causing all kinds of hell, chaos and confusion throughout your household, throughout your experience as a parent, because you didn't lay the law down. You weren't truthful. You weren't real with them. You let them live in a fog of deceit and fantasy. And then when it's time for some real shit to take place, they don't know how to act. They rebel against it, right? So I'm trying to school you real quick, young blood, as the OGs would say. Girl, he was like, look at you. Look at me. He's like, I got more money than you. I said, at the end of the day, none of that matters. Not. And I said, what good is it if you're coked up and drugged out and probably on your deathbed? What good is all your things? You can't take it with you. Hello. This is an ancient Egypt, bitch. And one of the kids that he was bullying is in that same room. So the other kid was like, ooh, he was getting his things because he's like, finally, someone is like telling this bitch ass nigga the truth. And it is the truth. I made him feel how he should have been feeling. And I know a lot of y'all are like, ooh, that's evil. No, that's the right thing to do. And I wasn't coming at it from an asshole perspective. I was coming at it from a hood therapeutic perspective. Girl, and then I used the word therapeutic. He was like, you think you're all that using your big fucking words? I said, what big word did I use? He was like, therapeutic. I was like, if you think that's a big word, stay in school, my child. Okay, please stay in school, honey. Because if you think therapeutic, you know you got a lot to learn. You got a lot to live for. I'm still going to have more money than you. You work here. I was like, people that work in this field, they care. It's not always about the money. Yes, of course, anybody in social work or working with, you know, in treatment centers and shit like that should be paid way more money than what we get paid. But girl, please. If it wasn't for us in this field, you probably would be dead or in somebody's prison, bitch. Where would your family be able to turn to if not for motherfuckers like us? Girl, I went on this whole other tangent. But girl, I say all of that to say, you know, come in the world. You know, I'm not saying you got to be friends with everybody, but be open to it, girl. And unfortunately, Nikki just, you know, you too busy trying to son the girls instead of be with the girls, instead of understand the girls. Y'all just ain't ready, just like these damn kids I work with sometimes. Y'all ain't ready. You know what irritated me too is that one of the guys that works there, as I was giving the speech of life to this young man, when I realized that the kid was not ready to receive it, I was like, all right, bro, you got it. Good night. He went to bed though. He went right to fucking sleep. And that lets me know whatever I said touch and agree with his spirit. You may not want to hear it, but you need to hear it, bitch. And I told him when I was done with the conversation too, just to let y'all know, I said, you're getting upset. I'm not doing this to make you upset. I'm making this for you this is something for you to think about. And I said, by your reaction, it lets me know that no one has taken the time to be this honest with you. And I'm going to let you know something else, young blood. As you move forward in your life, especially in adulthood, no one's going to take the time to ask you about your trauma or to even assume you have trauma. How you act in the world has major consequences. Yeah, you're going to fuck with someone, and that may be your last day on fucking earth. And I let him know before I left. I was like, you're upset with me now. That was not my intention. I'm letting you know that I'm still here for you. I don't hold none of this stuff that you said about me or you think that that's hurting, because that don't hurt me. I done heard it all before, girl. Shout out to Sunshine Anderson, honey. I done heard it all before. I've been called everything you can think of, and then some, bitch. I'm in my mind, I'm roasting you alive, bitch. Hello, God. I'm sure that you're being struck by 1,000,000 trillion bolts of lightning, bitch. Okay? But I'm professional, and I'm also understanding because I've been there and done that. I said, I still got love for you. I'm still going to be here for you. You want to talk? I'm here for you. He took his ass right to sleep, but that sorry ass nigga that I relieved, he was like, oh, he's just a lost cause. I said, bitch, they're motherfucking kids. Ain't no kids, no lost cause. If you thinking like that, then you don't need to fucking work here, bitch. And you wonder why these kids don't like y'all motherfuckers. Because look at how you think of them. These are children. These are teenagers. Their walk of life, their walk of atonement, bitch. Shout out to Cersei Lannister, girl. They've yet to even get there yet. They're in the stage of their life where they're fucking up. They're making horrible decisions. But it's people like us that work in this field. Hello, God. We got parents, we got all these other coaches, mentors, whatever. It is up to the people, hello God, to be the guiding light for them, to be the mentors for them, to have those conversations with them. Maybe that's why this nigga don't like you, because you're a fucking asshole too. And it kills me, like, when people get into this field, like, I know you're not in it for the money. And the kid is kind of new. He ain't been there that long, so you got to give him some time. Please give him some time. And he kind of looked at me like, oh, he just cussed you out and did all this. I don't care about that shit. These are kids. Hell, I expect to get cussed out, especially when I come through the building, bitch, and there's some issues going on, some fool-la-la happening, and I have to regulate some shit. I expect to be cussed out because I'm probably going to be the only motherfucker in here that's going to tell their ass the truth and still care about them in the same moment of telling them that very real truth. And the other kid was looking up, and I'm like, you've been here long enough to know how I get down. You need to let him know that, yes, I come hard. I sure do. But, bitch, what I'm saying, what this staff member is saying, what this senior counselor is saying, bitch, is very real. And I jumped on his motherfucking ass, too, because I was like, you over here following behind. You was sleeping. You was sleep every night I come in. But as soon as someone come in here with their energy, you follow through with that shit like a follower. Get your shit together. He took his ass right to bed, too. Y'all, sometimes it's they know the hard talkers really love them and really care about them. I said, because ain't nobody else gonna, all these, I hate to say, these white people hold their tongue. They trying to caress and stroke thine ego. I'm not finna do that. I'm finna break their ego apart. What they say, pride come before fall or some shit like that, or fall comes before pride, or whatever the fuck that shit is called. Yeah, girl, we finna rip that pride all we gonna rip it all the way up. Fuck pride. Girl, I don't know how we got here, but, you know, maybe that's a message for somebody at the end of the day. Shout out to Megan. I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. I'm finna go home. I'm finna take a shower and take my ass to sleep, bitch. We might go live this weekend. We definitely got to talk about chasing Orlando, girl. Get into the reunion and things, right? So be on the lookout for that notification. Okay, y'all be blessed and never stressed. Remember, the health is truly wealth, girl. And go stream that Megan. Go listen to that Megan, girl. That shit is hard as fuck. Okay, bigger in Texas right now. Bourbon. Those are my top three. Those are my top three. Okay. Anyway. All right, y'all. Bye.